Good evening, Winter Park, Rollins College, WPRK. This is Creative Control Radio, and we're your hosts. I'm Elijah.
I'm Mecca.
And I'm V.
And we are joined today by a very special guest, local talent, artist. I've seen you on some flyers. Promoter.
a little bit.
We got 38 Afri in the building. I love your, Rick Ross has that Maybach music. Yours is 38.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
So it just kind of comes from my nickname, which is like 38. I kind of got it from like 38 Hot. Like I used to fight a lot, so like I used to have really bad temper. I still do, but I just like more a little, calm with it now.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Love Mecca.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Chilling.
Hey, I like you throwing the back with the granite 20 years.
Still rapping.
Free advertising. They got to pay us for that.
I'm about to put a patch over CC.
A CC patch. Yeah. DJ V.
What's good?
I will say you have some competition today from Afri for the best fit.
Oh, but no, she takes
I
it
just
for
threw
sure.
on a hoodie.
I just
We're
threw
gonna
on
give
a
another round
hoodie.
of applause here.
Comfy fit.
Afri, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Afri, our kind of opening question that we ask most guest hosts, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words.
You don't have to be humble. Humble does not have to be one of the words.
Yeah, nah. I say outgoing,
Okay.
creative,
Yeah.
and fun.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know much else you need.
Yeah.
Outgoing, creative, and fun. Fits right in. What does a day in the life of Afri look like on a Tuesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah,
the show
it's
is
Tuesday. So
3:19.
typically I'm a mom, so but she on spring break, so she's with her dad. So other than that, maybe a little Taco Tuesdays,
Okay.
a little vibe. Depending, I might cook, drink a little wine.
I want some
sit in the
tacos right
room,
now.
write some music, something like that.
Tacos and wine. That's you speak in my heart right now. Man. Speaking of hearts, we have this segment. It's called The Best Thing You've Seen All Week. It could literally be anything. Your daughter's dance recital, a sporting event that you saw, the conclusion of a series or a movie. The best thing you've seen all week. We won't put you on the spot because Mecca always loves going first. Mecca, the best thing you've seen all week.
Dang, there was a lot this week, too. I think I got to go with the art festival, the Winter Park Art Festival. I just like going out, seeing a whole bunch of artists come together, just do what they're passionate about, really rep their work. And we saw, I can't remember his name, the exhibit we stopped at where he sold all those paintings and he did them of like his son.
Oh yeah,
His son like dreaming.
was it Max or something? It was like something simple like
I want to get his name and like maybe post it on the CC Instagram or something like that. But that was like the craziest one that I saw.
Yeah,
But yeah, just being out there among all the artists and seeing everybody's work, it was dope.
a creative amongst creatives. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a little warm out there.
It was very warm out there.
DJ V,
What's good?
the best thing you've seen this week.
So my uncle made me a jewelry box, and it's so beautiful because it has my name carved like out of wood on the top of it. So it says Victoria like across. It's so cool. So that has to be the greatest thing I've seen all week.
You have a picture of it?
Yeah,
Oh man,
I'll
that
show
might
you
be
after.
the greatest thing I've seen all week.
it's cool. It has like red lining on the inside. It's really bougie. I like it.
Sounds fire.
It's cool.
Nice. Gosh, I do this every week, same segment. I always am prepared. You took the art festival, so
Perks of going first.
the best thing I've seen all week. Oh man, I'm definitely forgetting something, but yeah, wow, yeah, I'm like drawing a blank. I can tell you the worst thing I've seen all week.
New song.
Oh, you on the same terms as me right now.
Oh man, my car for the first time in my life got broken into last night.
What?
Yeah, that's like derailed my little day. They bust my driver's side rear view. I drive a Charger Scat Pack. Sounds good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until people are targeting it. Bust the window, man. They didn't take nothing because I really have nothing in there. They took my 2 little expensive YSL colognes, but that was it.
Dang.
Apparently they were trying to steal the car though because they went on the passenger side front like up underneath like the dashboard a little bit, and they was messing with stuff. But
I'm sorry, man.
yeah,
That sucks.
it was pretty bad. It was something to wake up to. 5:45 a.m. First time I called the cops too.
Oh, that's insane.
That was pretty crazy. This segment is the best thing you've seen, so don't let me deter you. Given the best thing you see this week, I'll think of something good too.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, it's probably been like I ain't seen much this week.
We do like from Tuesday to Tuesday, so I don't know, 7 days.
So probably last week was my like little sister's spring break or whatever, but I don't really spend much time with her. We got like a really big age difference, and you know she's like the baby. She's really by herself, so she spent a little week with me. And I'm not gonna lie, it was just like interesting to see how like much she's grown up, and like I'm still thinking like in my head she's still like 6, she's 15, but everything I'm over here just watching everything she's doing. I'm like, who are you on the phone with? Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm just astonished by like how much she's like. She's a little awkward. She's a little, but she's different. I like her. I don't know. I like her, but like I feel like I'm just like I'm re-getting to know her. So I feel like that's just like probably the best. That was like the highlight of my week for real.
Isn't it funny how sometimes the youngest people or younger people they'll have so much business going on, but it's like man. And we thought we had so much going on in high school,
so
college,
true.
whatever. But like high school, even we thought, oh man, all this, and then after school we got to do this and that. But it's like, man,
I wish I
wait
could
till
go
you're
back.
grown up. Yeah, you got real responsibilities, real things to look after. But it's so real when you're in it too. It's so real. We're gonna go ahead and take our first short musical break here. We'll be right back. We're gonna give you some jams by our featured guest artist here, Afri. This is Juice by Afri. We'll be right back here, guys, on WPRK 91.5. We're right back here on WPRK 91.5. This is Creative Control Radio, and we're your hosts. I'm Elijah.
I'm Mecca.
And I'm V.
And we are joined by the ever so talented, ever so lovely, beautiful Afri, 38 Afri. I'm sorry. Don't forget, 38 hot. Where's Afri come from?
My name.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's my name. It's short for Afriana.
And that's your name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't mean to ask your government.
It's all good.
So 38 Afri, we know where your name comes from. Where do you kind of come from? Where'd you get started, and why'd you get started?
So I'm Bahamian, actually.
Oh, foreign.
Yeah.
We need a button for that.
That is for real. I moved, like, most recent time I moved back over here, I was like in 10th grade. And then other than that, like, I've always been like a writer.
Back
like,
over here to the States?
Yeah, to the States.
Oh, wow. So you really are
Yeah.
genuinely foreign.
Yeah, genuinely from the Bahamas.
Nice.
But I mean, as far as like music wise, I used to always write like poems, stories. I used to like just always write. And then my mom had like an artist that she used to work with a while ago. And like I kind of had like helped them write a little song. Like it was like a duet. And I had got on it for like 30 seconds. But then I kind of like, I was nervous. And
Were you
stuff.
rapping or just more like?
Yeah, more so like rapping, but it was like a R&B, but like rapping type,
Yeah.
whatever. But and then I spent like a couple months in Atlanta, and everywhere I went, like people were just like, "Oh, like I know you, you're a rapper, I know you," and I'm like, "You don't know me, like you do not know me, I promise." Like
You got that look though. Seriously.
So yeah, like I was like, you know what, maybe I might try it, and then I was on the way to Miami with my cousin one night. And I just started like, I was like, watch, I'm finna make a song right now. And like, so we just like driving in the car. So I just played a beat and I just made like, I just had like, kind of like, not really like a freestyle, but like in segments or whatever. But, and then my cousin was like, oh yeah, we need to go to the studio. I'm like, all right, cool. And then one time I was going through like a little relationship thing and I made this song. It was just like I guess like I hate guys type of song. And so I kind of like just started writing or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, I'm finna go in the studio. I'm finna start rapping. It took me like probably like a month or 2 months after that to actually get in the studio. And then when I got into it, I realized when I freestyle, I'm really aggressive. So I started more so like writing, and then I had like a couple songs that I recorded before Ice Pack, but when I sat down and wrote Ice Pack, I was like, yeah, this is the song I'm gonna drop, like the first song I'm gonna drop. So yeah, and then from there, it kind of just like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of like took off a little faster than I expected it to take off, but I mean,
yeah,
I think it's going good so far.
So obviously, Ice Pack, I know I've seen you and met you downtown and everything, but what really made me want to reach out is I saw your video for Ice Pack. And where was that? Was that Miami?
Was in Miami, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That
was really well shot.
Yeah. And it was really fun. Like, really like the whole video was just like us just having fun. Like, we spent a day on the yacht and we just kind of more so just turned up. Like, I had my homegirls come out there. We just having fun, dancing, listening to my music, and, you know, we was just vibing for real. So it was like, that's like, we go on yachts like, I want to say like once every 2-3 months or whatever. So like, that's really like just like what we be doing. So it was like, why not just shoot the video there and have fun with it?
Who's your videographer for that?
His name is Debo, and then it was edited by Moises. So, but he does like a lot of like, they do a lot of festivals, a lot of work for like other artists and stuff like that. So the quality, I was like, when I seen the video, I was like, wow, this looks good. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, I was just looking at my phone when they sent me like the rough draft. I'm like, it
shows like a level of seriousness, you know. Like there's one thing that just make music, but then and make music videos, but then when you have like a good song, you got a good video. Now you kind of got something. Right? You're building off it. So credits to you and credits to the videographers too. What was that your first song, Ice Pack?
That's my first song that I released. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was Juice the second?
Juice was the second that I released.
Okay. Can you this is like a fallacy, you shouldn't ask this, but which is like your favorite? Which one's your baby?
I feel like Ice Pack's always gonna be my baby, just because like that was really like the debut song, and because I already have the video for it. I feel like maybe once I shoot the Juice video, which that's coming soon too, I feel like maybe Juice might be it, but like a lot of people, like my dancers, for when I'm like performing and stuff, they love Juice. Like that's their favorite song. Like
I love Juice.
Yeah, like it's really catchy. So it's like it's something like it's gonna stick in your head.
Yeah.
But I feel like Ice Pack was like that's my baby because like that's what I debuted with. So I feel like that's gonna always be like right here.
Now you performed recently. Where was that?
In the Bahamas. I opened up for Burna Boy.
I thought so.
Wow. Yeah.
Credits to you. Kudos. How was that whole experience? Can you kind of take us through setting that up, getting there, like, and then the performance? You had dancers. When you said dancers, that's what made me remember that, actually.
Yeah. So that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was like a really amazing experience for me because Burna Boy is literally my favorite artist. Like,
he's huge.
I love him. Like, as far as like, I've been to, including that show, I've been to 4 of his shows. He's literally my favorite artist. So, like I said, I grew up over there. So one of my friends that I grew up with, his uncle was the promoter who like booked Burna Boy. And so he had shared my stuff on his story, and then they had kind of like, he shared my music on his story, and then me being from there as well, they had hit me up and was like, oh, would you like to like, perform, like open up for him? I'm like, of course. Like, so it was originally like, it had ended up getting postponed because the weather was really bad over there and like they were canceling flights. So the show was originally in December. It didn't end up happening until February. So at first it was like, I was like kind of like rushing, like preparing, like, I'm like, I got to learn 3 choreographies. Oh, I had to drop. That's where Somebody came from because they wanted like a kind of like a Caribbean feel song.
Yeah.
So I had to write that and like, I'm like, okay, I got to learn these choreographies. I got to write this. I had to hurry up and drop Juice because Juice wasn't out yet. Like it was finished, but it wasn't mixed and mastered and all of that. And I had to make a clean version because, they made me perform like a clean version of the song because it's like an all ages event. And I had to make a clean version of Ice Pack. So I was like, at first it was like really like exciting, but like really stressful.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of overwhelmed. And then when it got postponed, I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little bit discouraged. Like, I just rushed through all of this. But then it was like, okay, boom, it's probably better, like more timing, more practice and stuff. So when I got over there, it really like they had me do like a interview before I went over there, like a Zoom interview on like their news network, which would be like the Good Morning America of like the Bahamas.
Correct.
So like all of my family's from over there, so they were like all shocked. They're like my auntie and all of them. They're like texting me like, "But Yana, I seen you on TV," like whatever. Like they're like all texting me. My dad's like, all of my family's like hitting him up like, "Oh, I seen her on TV," whatever. So like that was really exciting. And then when I got there, it was like a lot of more people than I expected to know me actually knew me. Like people were coming up to me, asking me like, "Oh, can I?" They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're 30 African. Can I take a picture with you?" I'm like, "Oh wow, like not you." So like even like in the hotel lobby, like this one lady was like walking around like playing my song. Like I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I was just so in shock because it's like, you know, it's all still like really new to me.
Yeah.
And then the stage, and like it was like I had special effects, like the smoke and the fire, and like the stage was huge, and like I was just like really just like overwhelmed, but like so happy. Like
In the
before
moment.
like before I even went on stage, like I cried before like I got there, like 'cause it was just like, wow, this is like my dream, and it's all like really like coming true.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like along the process, like my manager, she was great. My like shout out to the promotion team over there. They were great. All of my dancers, like they're so dedicated. Shout out to them. And Dance by Dre is who actually choreographed my performances.
Oh yeah, I know Dre.
Yeah, so it was like a really great experience. I think we all had a lot of fun. My DJ came with me. We had a great time. I feel like I was really nervous at first, but like once I got out there and like I just like, you know, I'm like, this is what I want to do. So, you know, like you just got to do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I had like a great, which I have like a recap video coming soon that I'll be posting.
Awesome.
And I feel like I interacted with the crowd even afterwards, like the couple days that I was there after the fact. It was like people for every place I was going, like people kept coming up to me. They're like, "Oh my gosh," they're like, "I loved your performance," whatever. Like when I was going to the clubs, they're playing like all my music, and I'm like, "I love it here." Like I'm like, this is like a
Dude, like
different
me, I would have never came
experience.
back.
Yeah, like it's like a different experience of being back home because, like, you know, growing up there, it was, of course, it wasn't like that. So it's like, you know, it was a great experience,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
like to sit back and watch this. I got to sit back and like go in the section or whatever and watch him perform. Rich Homie Quan also performed. It was like I performed it. It was like a couple of local artists that performed before me, and then I went on, and then Rich Homie Quan, then Burna Boy. So I got to meet Rich Homie Quan. I had like a brief like interaction with Burna Boy. It was really like quick because, you know, he's busy.
Is he as short as he looks?
He's 6 foot. I think he's like 6'1". He's not short. That's why they call him the African Giant.
What?
I know he looks short, but
Francis Ngannou.
he's not. He's actually not like as short as people. You're
wow.
you're surprisingly, you're like the 5th person who asked me that, and I'm like, Burna Boy is not short. Rich
Wow.
Homie Quan is actually probably shorter than him.
Really?
Yeah, but he's like, he's not little.
Yeah. No.
But his
Sorry, Burner, if you're listening, brother.
But his performance is always, I'm not gonna lie, he always exceeds expectations. Like when he gets on stage, it's just like the energy is
He's
just
the man.
completely different. He's
the man.
amazing. Yeah.
And kudos to you for kind of stepping out your comfort zone. Have you had the choreography, like the dancing and everything before? That's like a whole different element. That's
No, so believe it or not, that was my second actual performance like ever. So it was like I went from like I performed at Rum Jungle to in front of all of these people. That's why I said like stuff kind of moved really kind of fast for me. So I'm like, I went from this like me, you know, on stage really nervous, like
credits to you. That's awesome. That's so cool.
yeah,
Living
I
the
was
dream.
like, jumped from one thing to the other. I was like on stage, Dolo, Rum Jungle, like, you know, to I have 3 dancers. I got special effects and choreography and all of that.
Yeah.
It was like huge transition, but
That dancing, Mecca, he needs to get in with your choreographer. That dancing, I'm telling you, that's the difference between like making music, and music is awesome, it'll be here forever, and then performing at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's just an entertainment aspect. But that's really, really awesome. We didn't even know all that. That was pro bono.
yeah.
Man. So when you got back, what was that experience like? Kind of locally.
So like a lot of people, of course, is like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like,
Yeah.
you know, When I had got back, I actually had a show at La Palace. And
your story feed, on the Instagram stories, it was so long it had those little white dots at the top.
No, literally.
I'm like, I hope she sees this DM.
No, literally. I swear, I'm like that whole weekend, my notifications were like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I had got back and I had a show at La Palace, and it was like the DJ. And it's like I'm blanking right now. I cannot remember his name. And I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. But like he just started saying, he was like, we got 38 after she just got back from opening up for Burna Boy. Like he's like literally saying like everything that I've been doing the past week, and I'm like, I don't even know him. But I'm like, wow, thank you. Like, you really did your research, like knowing that I was coming to perform. So like I really did appreciate that. And then so a lot more people have been hitting me up, like as far as like features and stuff like that. A lot like more like A&R reps and everything like that. So I feel like that was like a really big opportunity. And that's kind of like just been it. So now I'm just kind of like, locking in, working on my EP. I got like a little freestyle. Yeah, I got like a little freestyle song coming out, a little like the little mic video, but like in my own way of doing it.
Yeah.
So I got a couple more things coming real soon. I got like a little heartbreak song that I'm finna drop. It's
we
a couple
need
things.
38 Afri Christmas album.
No, like that might literally be something, because it's like I'm trying to do like a whole like versatile thing, like where I have like the Caribbean song, I have like the rap music. I'm gonna drop the little like heartbreak kind of like R&B type of vibe. Who knows? Like maybe I've been listening to just like some EDM beats. I'm kind of like trying to do like try out everything to see kind of where like what I like more, like what I'm best at. Because I'm still exploring myself. I don't want to just like be labeled as a rapper. I want to like be an artist. So I'm like trying out different avenues of music and stuff.
Man, nice. Speaking of avenues, how are like you with collabs? I know the big fella over here is very, very selective with his. How's collaborations?
That's how I am too. Because I've had a lot of people hit me up for features, and I've had a lot of open verses sent to me, and like of course, like people like, oh, how much, like whatever for a feature. I am really selective with my features just because I'm very selective with my music, like by myself. Like as I only have 3 songs out, but I have more songs like that I've recorded, but I'm very selective on what I release. So I feel like I'm just so picky with my own music that like for me to collab with you, like I really have to like genuinely like your music. Like it wouldn't just be like, oh, because you just paid me. Like I have to genuinely like your music, and I like genuinely feel like our sound would go together. Because I feel like a lot of people's open verses, like I've had somebody send me something and I just felt like it was too much for me. Like it was too, I don't even know if I can say that on here, but it was just like too like sexual, I guess.
Yeah.
So I felt like, okay, that's a little bit much for me. It's real descriptive, and I don't know if like that's exactly the direction that I'm trying to go. So I'm just like, no, that's a little bit harsh for me. So like.
With songs like that, is it like in Mecca, you can kind of answer this too, when someone sends an open verse and it kind of pushes you in one direction, do you feel a little bit of pressure to kind of like, I don't know, fit the song in a way? Or is it more like I'm still giving my true self but still within this song, you know what I mean? Or is it like, will I kind of change my verse, my verbiage and everything to fit the song better?
I feel like for me, my writing style is different on kind of like every beat that I like approach.
Okay.
So I kind of like go more so towards the beat. Not really like, if they're talking about a certain thing in a song, I feel like I would like lean more towards that. I haven't done any features.
Not a single one?
Not a single one. And that's just because I'm like, I have like one that I'm like working on. But as soon as like, I have one that I'm working on. I have like an artist that wanted to get on my song, but I just feel like his style, and he is an artist that I would love to work with, but I just feel like his style wouldn't really fit on Ice Pack to remix it. So I feel like in order for me to remix Ice Pack, it would have to be like with somebody that I really feel like could do like make it better.
Yeah.
So I told him like I'll get on one of his songs. I feel like it'll be easier for me to match like his flow than for him to match the flow of like one of my songs.
Yeah. It's kind of exactly what I was asking.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you were like outgoing. That was one of your words. Since given that you just started like kind of dropping music or releasing it, do you still feel like nervousness or like a resistance to putting the songs out there?
Yes and no, because I feel like, okay, like I said, I'm very picky with my music. So like ever since like I've sat down and like really like started writing, when I go into the studio, 9 times out of 10, my song's already written. So it's like I've already like sat here, went back over it and like read my verses, and maybe I might have took out like 3 lines like, nah, I could have said this. Like I said this, but I could have said this, so I'm going to change it. So by the time I get to the studio, it's like I've already like dedicated my time, and I like this is what I want to put out. So it's like it's always going to be like when people do covers, it's like, okay, they can judge how you sing, but they can't judge what you're singing because it's not your work. So it's like I feel like it's a little bit easier, stuff like that, but it's like you could feel so confident in your work, and then like you're still going to feel nervous about it because you never know how other people are going to react to it. And it's like, it's not just like, oh, I'm saying what somebody else said. It's like, they're not just judging like other people's like they're really judging my creativity. And it's like, I really took my time and like invested into it. So like on that tip, I do be kind of nervous because it's like, dang, what if I just put all my hard work into this and I think it's great, but they don't like it. But then it's like, then when I like just think about it, it's like, everybody's not going to like your music. And it's like there's so many different type of crowds and audiences that you can really reach that like that's what I just always think about. Like, okay, well, these people might not like my music, but maybe if I take it over here, they might like it over here. Like, you know? Yeah. So that's what I just try to tell myself. Like, oh, like maybe I might go somewhere, they play my song and everybody's just looking like, and then I might go somewhere else and they play my song and everybody's like, yeah, like, so, you know, I just kind of like try to think about that. Like maybe it's not for you guys because not every music, like every type of music is for me. So.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think like starting out writing the poetry and the stories and stuff has helped you kind of in the musical realm?
I definitely do. I feel like it's helped me with a lot of like my wordplay. And then also when I'm writing, I'll like look up like words, like different words, like I'll use like a thesaurus, like look up words with the same meaning, like different ways to say it. So, and I actually got that from Rallo Rodriguez. He said like he sits there and reads a thesaurus. So I'm like, dang, maybe that's a good idea. Like,
like a good idea. So, first time I heard it.
Yeah, so it like helps with your wordplay and stuff like that. And I feel like writing stories, it kind of helps me better. So like when I'm writing, and also like the biggest thing I do when I'm writing, like, and I feel like that makes the difference between freestyling and like actually writing is like every time I add like 3 or 4 lines, I go back and like say the whole song or like at least the whole verse to make sure, because you know like sometimes there's those dips in the beat that you don't like really realize until you like go back and really say the whole thing. Yeah. As far as like if you're free flowing, sometimes you might just miss them and like you just don't get to take as much advantage of like that part of the beat as you should. Yeah. So yeah.
And with your creative process, do you find yourself more as like a routine creator, or is it more just like when the inspiration hits then you
I feel like it's more of a spur of the moment type of thing. Like I do try to like, okay, like I'm gonna work on my song today, but sometimes like you get writer's block and it's like, okay, I tried, but like this is not it. Like so it's like I feel like more so for me it's like I'll be up at like 3 a.m. and I'm just like listening to a beat and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. Or like sometimes if I'm in the middle of writing a song, like I'll just like it'll just pop in my head and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to write this down. Like it's never really like a set schedule, I feel like, for me.
Do you have like an ideal studio time, or is it just whenever you really feel like making it on over there?
9 times out of 10, I go to the studio like late night. Like I'm in there like.
And we are right back here on WPRK 91.5. This is Creative Control Radio, and that was Somebody by Afri, followed by Mystical, Shake It Fast, and finished up by Mecca, Free, Free. You know, you kind of got some competition with that. It goes Free.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's your song. Mm-hmm. There's a young lady named Miss Glorilla. That was my favorite song for like 2 years. 2 years straight, just bumped it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Afri in the building. Oh, there we go. 38 Afri. Mm-hmm. Apologies. Afri. We're going to go into a segment, Happening Hypotheticals, with our good friend Hunter. Hunter is not with us at the moment, so V's going to be taking his place. She does a great job. It's just hypotheticals. Some are silly, some are more serious. Just answer however you like, honestly.
I'm going to need your phone.
Yes, I have. Here, you can just use the iPad if you
Oh,
like.
bet. Let's see.
There you go, man.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
So
That was insane.
I'm Haitian too. It's not even. No. Anyways, hypotheticals.
So we did something like this recently where you pick one out of the 4. So I'm going to list all 4. So you can go to, you can get unlimited festival tickets for 1 year. You could tour the world with your favorite artist. You could resurrect or reunite any artist that you choose, or you could travel back in time to experience a gig. I can say that all one more time.
Tour the world with my favorite artist.
With your artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Burna Boy, if you're listening.
Is Burner your favorite artist?
He is.
Oh, nice. Who's number 2? Because I feel like Burner, Drake, like we got those. Who's your second favorite artist?
Oh my God. There's really so many that I listen to, but right now at this very moment, like who's heavy on my playlist is probably like Honcho.
Okay.
I've really been like listening to him for like the most recent, like the past recent months. Like he's heavy on my playlist. Like you look at Honcho, yes. By tomorrow, like everything.
Nice.
But I don't know what I'd pick.
You said resurrect somebody?
Yeah, you could resurrect
That
a
could
band.
get real interesting real quick.
I know.
Anybody?
Or an
Do they,
artist.
like,
An
stay
artist.
alive?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Stay
alive. I might have to do Marvin Gaye. I might have to bring
Really?
Marvin back. Yeah, man. I might have to bring Marvin back. It's taking everything I got not right to sing right now.
I've been singing some of his songs the
I'm
past
gonna let it
week.
slide. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the unlimited festival tickets for 1 year because I recently saw Live Nation has like this thing where you can go to like any festival. It's like a pass, and I would love that.
V, I think you hurt yourself.
Really?
You had unlimited tickets for a whole year. 1, we wouldn't see you. 2, you'd be like in a permanent state of just like euphoria.
That's facts.
That'd be cool though.
Hey.
Who you going on tour with, man? We know what
You
it
already
is.
know.
Yeah, that's a real artist answer though.
For real.
I'm gonna go with Drake, man.
Drake,
Yeah,
big as the what?
probably. Yeah, I feel like that would be a dope. That would be a. I feel like his audience would
I expected that
be good
though.
for me too.
Mm-hmm.
There's some artists like I don't have Travis Scott music to go on tour and open up for him like they're trying to raise.
Yeah.
But Drake has like a good mix of like singing and rapping, and I feel like that would be. Plus, it's Drake. Like you're good after that.
Exactly.
Drake, Burner too. Yeah, Burner, Drake, and Bad Bunny. They're like kind of in that category
that
right
like
now.
performance category for
Yeah.
them is crazy.
If you can touch them, like we was when I was managing the nightclubs, we was paying like usually we pay upwards of $50,000 or somewhere in that range to book an artist, and not even to like perform. Just come to the club, perform too sometimes. But we were trying to book Bad Bunny's DJ to show up to the club. We couldn't afford Bad Bunny. We were trying to get his DJ in there. And he was too expensive. And then you had like 5 dudes popping up like, I'm his official DJ. No, I'm his official DJ. I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Oh, that was a cool one. We got another one.
As well, yeah. Okay. $20,000, but you have to tattoo your last photo that you took on your camera roll.
Oof. Give me one
So everybody has to take out their phones right now and check. You get $20,000 though.
Mine's recording.
Yeah, no, couldn't do it.
Oh God, I don't even.
I've sent him the last photo on my phone, so
Was it a screenshot?
not the screenshot, the one right before that photo.
I think my last photo
It was
is you,
the
Afri.
sidebar.
So I'll do it. I can do it on my thigh.
I'm my last photo too, so
Yeah, bet.
yeah.
Hey, give me my money. Give me my money.
I'm glad that you feel like I'm pretty enough to
Yeah,
get
I'll
tatted
get-
on you.
I'll get you tatted.
Love
Oh,
Mecca.
that's funny that
Yeah, because I just took the picture.
yeah. Mine's like I did like a photo shoot yesterday, so it would just.
I bet you.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
That'd be
So
fun.
humble. Get
Easy
a tattoo of
20.
yourself.
And 20K? That's crazy.
Imagine
Yeah,
if it was like a
Yeah, like-
picture of like a baby picture or something of you, and you put it like.
Take it.
I'd like it. I
I'm
think
gonna
that'd be
say, where's it
fire.
have to be? Does it have to be like?
Anyway,
Can it be like tiny?
it could be tiny.
Easy.
Easy 20 bands.
Easy. I'd probably have to lose that money, but it is what it is. Make it back.
I have one more. You get $10,000 a year for the rest of your life, but every time you eat in public, the whole staff does the happy birthday song. Every time.
Every time?
Every time you eat.
Are you talking
anywhere.
like a McDonald's? Like if you
McDonald's, getting sushi, I don't know, hitting up.
I feel like you get used to it,
KFC.
but you said 10,000. What was it again?
10,000 a year. But every time you sit, they're going to come up and they're going to be like, happy birthday to you.
I would likely stop eating in public pretty soon. But if I kept eating in public, yeah, you know.
I wouldn't do
All
it.
that money, I mean, I probably spend around $10K eating out.
That's true.
So just free meals.
Free.
They just have to sing happy birthday to me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a homeboy who do that now. Say it's his birthday everywhere.
No way.
No,
Get
that's
a little
bad.
free dessert.
Every time.
I was about to say something.
Nah.
Choose that life.
Yeah.
I feel like my peace is too important because I like to go out and eat by myself sometimes, and I feel like,
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a bit much.
yeah, my peace. I'm gonna choose peace.
You thought there was
If it was like $10K a month, then okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, happy birthday, happy birthday. But a year, I'm gonna have to choose my peace.
You thought you was famous now, man. If they sing happy birthday everywhere you went, nobody would ever leave you alone ever.
But they're like, I just seen her. It was her birthday over here. Like,
They would think you were scheming. Like,
like scamming everybody. Oh my god.
That's funny.
yeah, I'd probably do it. I'd probably
Why not?
I like I don't know. I start getting jiggy.
Free dessert and everything.
I got.
I don't know if I do. I keep my peace too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm capped. I do it. I sing with them. I ain't tripping. That's all.
Happy birthday gonna be your favorite song.
We asked a lot of our not that. We asked a lot of our guest hosts this. You get pushed, warped, teleported, if you will, into the year 2050, but only for 30 minutes. So that's 26 years from now. And you're only in there for 30 minutes, and then you get teleported right back. You, right now, go into 2050 for 30 minutes. What are you doing with your 30 minutes? What you doing with your time?
Honestly, the first thing that popped in my head is I'm looking up all the lottery winning numbers for the past 50 years. And I'm playing them every
As
day.
you should. As you should.
Yeah.
She cracked the code. Yo, that should be our like litmus test, our IQ test. You'd be surprised how many people are like, oh, I Google myself or I find this and like run out of time in 30 minutes.
Hell, give me the money.
Yeah, every year too. You know,
I'm right now, everything. I have 30 minutes. I can do this in 25 years in 30 minutes. I got this.
She said she's gonna not just 1 year. She's gonna
I
keep
need,
winning the
I
lottery
need it.
every year.
I need to win it.
Hey, how many times? Do you think you
Generational
could-
wealth.
How many times do you think you could win the lottery before the Florida lottery people are just like, hey, listen, we don't know what's going on. We can't prove anything, but you're not winning the game.
I'll probably start sending my family members to play the number. Like,
Swear.
"Hey, you, come
Swear. Start signing contracts.
Bust me down.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's funny.
The second one, they would start investigating you.
Yeah,
You'd be
absolutely.
like, nah, something's
You'd have federal
There's
pressure.
nothing for them to investigate, though. You don't know. In 30 minutes, I was in the bathroom.
Honestly, you can tell the truth. It's like, sir, I went into the future 26 years and wrote down all the lottery numbers. They'd be like, yeah, okay, right.
They might put me in the nut house.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Nice. We're going to take one more musical break, largely because I want to play Ice Pack, which we haven't yet. This is Afri's 3 of 3 right here. Her latest single.
First single.
First single.
Mm-hmm.
They say first is the worst, but in this case, it might be the best. We'll be right back here on Creative Control Radio. This is WPRK 91.5. And we are right back here on WPRK 91.5. This is Creative Control Radio, and we're your hosts. I'm Elijah.
I'm Mecca.
And I'm V.
And we are still joined by the incredibly talented, kind of new to this, but I mean, growing at an exponential rate.
New to this, but I'm true to this.
The rookie and the vet, 38 Afri in the building. 38 Afri. What was like your abbreviation? 38 or Afri?
38.
38.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you coming on the show.
For sure.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you. Yeah. This is awesome. You're awesome. And success is just, I mean, the start.
Yeah.
You're just starting off, man. We really appreciate you coming on, sharing your talents, your story, your energy. It's contagious. Keep going, and we're always here rooting for you, cheering for you. We would love to kind of promo and push your next. I know you said you might have an EP dropping soon and some new tunes. That's what we're here for. So.
For sure. I appreciate y'all having me. I had a great time here with y'all today.
For sure. Shout outs. V, who be shouting out today?
Shout out to all of our parents who are tuning in.
Yeah, there you go.
My mom on the radio.
We love you all.
For real.
We know that you're all listening every week.
Yep.
Tuning in. We love you. Shout out to Hunter, because we miss you too, bro.
Hunter.
That's it.
Man. 38.
Y'all go stream my music. I'm 38 Afri on every platform: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, all of that. 38 Afri, 38 AFRI. Y'all go stream that. Run my video up. Be at like 54,000. You know.
Hey.
And thank y'all for having me. I had a great time.
For sure, for sure. Love Mecca.
Shout out to my mom.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Sorry about last week. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who tunes in week after week. We really appreciate y'all. We're still working on some big things, so stick around. Check out the Creative Control Instagram
Whoop, whoop.
for updates.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to all the Creative Control fans out there, all the millions and millions. Hunter, we miss you. Shouts out to the Alphond Inn. Rollins Alumni Weekend is upon us. Throwing some cool events over at the Alphond Inn. Elijah.ent is my Instagram handle. You can holler at me about those events. Here at Creative Control, we're going to be throwing some music festivals here in Winter Park coming soon. Possibly a live performance area scope as well here at WPRK. Really excited about a lot of things, partnering with Full Sail and Meet Botanical Gardens as well. If you can find us on Instagram at Creative Control Radio, that is Facebook at CC Radio Show 2022, Twitter at CC Radio Show 2022, and for our pre-modern listeners, you can go ahead and shoot us an email at creativecontrolenterprise@gmail.com. Mecca, one more time, where can we find your music?
All platforms. MEKA. Mecca. Simple.
Nice. Afri, take us out. Where can we find your music?
All platforms, 38 Afri, 38 AFRI.
Man.
Real simple.
Afri, thank you for coming on. We're going to take us out like we always do. Mecca's favorite artist and his favorite song, A Little Sweet Love by Anita Baker. We'll be right back here next week, 7 p.m. This is Creative Control Radio out.